Hey friends, I hope you're doing great. I've noticed that some friends are working really hard to learn English, but it's not easy for them. No worries though. Today I've got a special tip just for you. It's like a secret weapon to boost your English speaking and reading skills. So listen up and pay close attention. Some of you might wonder, why do I need to read in English? You go to classes, do your homework, and watch films in English. So why should you read books? Actually, reading is the best way to improve your English, and I'll tell you why. First, reading is very important right now in 2023. More jobs require good reading and writing skills. Whether you work in an office or as a mechanic, reading helps a lot. Reading is also great for your language skills. It helps your speaking, writing, vocabulary, and grammar. While it may not improve your listening skills directly, it will help you learn new words. A better vocabulary makes listening easier too. Let me tell you a story. Back in 1966, in some American schools, there were boys who made some bad choices. They were given free books like James Bond Adventures. The adults told them they didn't have to read the books if they didn't want to. But guess what? The boys read the books eagerly. Some even finished a whole book every 2 days. 2 years later, those boys did much better in reading and writing tests than the boys who didn't get the books. They even started to enjoy school more. This isn't just true for native speakers. They did a similar experiment in Fiji with students learning English, and the results were the same. You might think reading in English is too difficult. I have to use the dictionary all the time. It's boring. I understand. That's why you should read books that are easy and fun. Only read things in English that you enjoy. If a book is too hard or boring, put it down and find another one. Comics, magazines, detective stories, and romance stories are all great options. You can also read translations of books you already know in your native language. This makes reading easier and more enjoyable. When I learned about this, I was curious. In 2017, I decided to do an experiment. I wanted to learn French. I didn't learn much in normal classes, so I decided to read 1,000,000 words in French. 1,000,000 words is about 20 novels. It was a lot of work, but I started with very easy reading. Then I read translations of books I knew in English, like Harry Potter. After finishing the 1,000,000 words, I found that I could understand almost everything I read and heard in French. I could also hold conversations. I learned more in 1 year of reading than most students would in 5 years of normal classes. Another great technique is the shadow technique. This involves listening to audio in the language you're learning and trying to speak along with it, matching the speaker as closely as possible. This helps improve your pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm of the language to make reading enjoyable and beneficial. Start with easy books. Here are some suggestions. Children's books are designed for easy comprehension and often come with pictures to help you understand the story. Young adult novels are slightly more advanced, but still easier than adult novels. Comics and graphic novels combine text and images, making it easier to follow the story. Short stories are less daunting than full-length novels and give you a sense of accomplishment when you finish one. Set realistic reading goals for yourself. Don't aim to read an entire novel in a day if you're just starting. Begin with 10 to 15 minutes of reading a day and gradually increase the time as you get more comfortable. Celebrate small milestones to keep yourself motivated. Joining a reading group can be very beneficial. It provides a supportive environment where you can discuss the books you're reading, share recommendations, and get motivation from other members. It's also a great way to practice speaking and listening skills as you discuss the books in English. Reading aloud can improve your pronunciation and fluency. It also helps you become more confident in speaking English. Start by reading easy texts aloud and gradually move on to more difficult ones. You can also record yourself reading and listen to the recording to identify areas for improvement. Keep a vocabulary journal where you write down new words you encounter while reading. Include their meanings, example sentences, and any other notes that help you remember them. Review this journal regularly to reinforce your learning. Listening to audiobooks is another excellent way to improve your language skills. It allows you to hear the correct pronunciation and intonation of words while following along with the text. This can be particularly helpful for improving listening comprehension and speaking skills. There are many apps and online resources available that can make reading in English more enjoyable and effective. Some popular ones include Duolingo, which offers a variety of reading exercises and stories for different levels, and LinkU, which allows you to read and listen to texts in your target language with built-in tools for learning vocabulary. Project Gutenberg provides free access to thousands of classic books in English. Consistency is key to improving your English through reading. Make it a daily habit, even if it's just for a few minutes. The more you read, the more you'll improve. Over time, you'll notice significant progress in your language skills. Sometimes reading for specific purposes can be more motivating and beneficial. For example, if you're interested in business English, read business articles, journals, and books. If you're into science, find materials related to that field. This not only improves your language skills, but also expands your knowledge in areas of interest. Don't limit yourself to one genre. Exploring different genres can make reading more exciting and expose you to a wider range of vocabulary and language structures. Try reading fiction, nonfiction, poetry, drama, and more. Reading offers numerous benefits beyond language learning. It enhances your cognitive skills, improves concentration and focus, reduces stress, and provides a great source of entertainment. It also broadens your horizons and introduces you to new ideas, cultures, and perspectives. It's normal to face challenges when reading in a new language. You might encounter difficult words, complex sentences, or unfamiliar cultural references. Don't get discouraged. Take it one step at a time. Use context clues to understand the meaning, and don't hesitate to ask for help if needed. Reward yourself for achieving your reading goals. This can be a great motivator. Treat yourself to something you enjoy after finishing a book or reaching a milestone. It could be a favorite snack, a movie, or a small gift. Keeping a reading log can help track your progress and motivate you to read more. Write down the titles of the books you've read, the dates you started and finished them, and your thoughts about each book. It's also a good way to see how much you've accomplished over time. Share your reading journey with friends, family, or online communities. Discuss the books you're reading, share recommendations, and celebrate each other's progress. This can create a sense of community and support that makes the learning process more enjoyable. Remember, reading is a powerful tool for learning English. Choose books that are easy and fun. Set realistic goals and stay consistent. Enjoy your reading journey and happy learning. If you want more tips and stories, check out my YouTube channel. Happy reading! Embarking on a reading journey in English can be challenging, but also incredibly rewarding. By selecting the right materials, setting achievable goals, and maintaining a consistent practice, you can significantly improve your language skills. Reading not only enhances your vocabulary and grammar, but also opens up a world of knowledge and enjoyment. So grab a book, find a cozy spot, and start reading today. Happy reading and happy learning!